Brain death is a misnomer. It's a word invented by the American transplant surgeons way back in 1968 to get at organs of people who are not really dead. Brain death has never been proved. It was first defined by the Harvard neurologist as irreversible loss of the capacity to breathe combined with irreversible loss of consciousness due to loss of function of the entire brain, including the brainstem, as certified by accepted medical standards. That was way back in 1960. In 1976, the surgeons at the Royal Colleges of the UK came up with the brainstem death phenomenon. Brainstem death is actually only 1/10 of the part of the brain. It has no major function. I told you in the earlier definition, it is irreversible loss of consciousness. In modern medicine, consciousness has been studied only for the last 150 years or so. And it has two parts. Arousal, that is you are not conscious, you wake up, that is arousal. And this part is controlled by the brainstem. But the major part of awareness of yourself, your surroundings, everything, memory, everything is controlled by the higher brain. Even now, even today, the scientists do not know the actual location of consciousness in the brain. Now, the reason for adopting a brainstem death was it is easier to certify a patient as brain death. This is peculiar to the British health system because if there is a brain injured patient and there are 4 patients waiting for organs, if this patient can be certified brain dead and his 4 organs transplanted to the patients waiting for organs, it is a great save financially for the government. That is why the British government opted for the brainstem death phenomena. And unfortunately, without any study, the government of India in 1994 adopted the THO Act. The THO Act was adopted by the government of India without any detailed study. There is no study anywhere in the world that equates brainstem death to whole brain death, apart from the fact that it's easier to declare a patient brainstem dead. Now, how is it done in Kerala now? 4 doctors need to certify a patient as brain dead. Before I went to court, all these 4 doctors were from the private hospitals. And the private hospital where the patient was being treated had a right to 3 organs. So that was an incentive for them to certify a patient as brain dead. And then there are 2 tests that are done to confirm brainstem death. One is a central nervous system examination. I'll tell you just 2 examples. You look at pupillary reflex, we call it. You shine a torch to the eye and see whether the pupil reacts or not. Now, this is something you record, your observations recorded. Suppose the patient's eye reacts, the pupil reacts. It means the patient is alive. Suppose the pupil reacts, but if the doctors are interested in certifying the patient as brain dead, he can write in the certificate pupil not reacting. This is true to the other central nervous system examinations also. What to record is only the observation of the examining doctor. The other test done is an apnea test. In a certain specific condition, the patient who is on a ventilator is removed from the ventilator for a period of about 10 minutes. And if the patient makes no effort to breathe, it means the patient is brainstem dead. Now, suppose a patient makes an effort to breathe, and if the examining doctor writes patient does not make any effort to breathe, there is no way you can prove after the patient's organs are removed that there was a wrong brain death certification. So my prayer was that to avoid deliberate wrong certification of brain death, the patient should be subjected to two confirmatory tests. One is a very simple EEG. Just as you do an ECG for the heart, you do an EEG for the brain. It takes only 5 minutes. A very simple test, inexpensive. The flat line shows there is no electrical activity in the brain. The other confirmatory test is a brain perfusion study. That is, you find out if there is a brain blood flow. Brain death means not a drop of blood flows into the brain because of brain edema, and not a single neuron is electrically active. So we have proved through an EEG that there is no electrical activity. Now we have to prove there is no blood supply to the brain. What you do is do an angiogram. Just as you do in your heart, we do an angiogram, inject a dye and take a picture. Or you can do a transcranial Doppler, that is like an ultrasound, or you do an isotope study. You inject an isotope, see if there is any uptake of isotopes in the brain. Then if there is no uptake of isotopes, it means the patient is brain. There is no blood supply to the brain. This is all my prayer is. To prevent wrong brain death certification, it is absolutely necessary that these two tests are done to confirm that the patient is brain dead. Because even after the patient's organs are removed, patient is certified dead and he is dead and buried. If you have a doubt about certification, you can go back and verify records and say, well, my son was either dead or not dead. But now, with the present test, it is not possible. കേസ് വായിച്ചപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് എറണാകുളത്ത് പരിചയമുള്ള പല സുഹൃത്തുക്കളും വക്കീലന്മാരും ഒരു സംശയം ഉന്നയിച്ചു. ഈ ശരിക്കും അവർ ലിവർ ട്രാൻസ്പ്ലാന്റ് ചെയ്തോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്നുള്ള കാര്യത്തെക്കുറിച്ച്. അപ്പം അതനുസരിച്ച് ഞാൻ ഈ ആദ്യം ലിവർ കൊടുക്കാം എന്ന് സമ്മതിച്ച ഫാദറിനെ വിളിച്ചു. ഫോണിൽ വിളിച്ചപ്പോൾ അങ്ങേരെ എന്നെ ഒരുപാട് അസഭ്യം പറഞ്ഞു. നമ്മൾ ഈ കേൾക്കാൻ ഞാനങ്ങേരെ സഹായിക്കാമെന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ സംസാരിച്ചപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടില്ലാത്ത വിധത്തിൽ അസഭ്യം, നിനക്കെന്താണ് കാര്യം എന്ന് മാത്രമല്ല, മോനെ മോളെ എന്നൊക്കെയുള്ള വിളിയോടുകൂടി ഒരുപാട് അസഭ്യം പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോഴേ ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു അങ്ങേടുത്ത്, അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറേ കാശ് തന്നതല്ലേ അവർ, അതറിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നിനക്കെന്തോ കൊണ്ടോടാന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നടക്കുന്നത്. ഇതുപോലെ വേറെ കേസുണ്ട്. വേറൊരാൾ ഇതുപോലെ മരിച്ചപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഞാൻ ഇടപെട്ട കേസ് അവസാനം അവർ അങ്ങേർക്ക് ഒരു വീട് വെച്ച് കൊടുത്തു. ഇഷ്യൂ ആയപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ആ പാവപ്പെട്ടവർക്ക് വീട്ടിലാത്ത ആൾക്കാരാ ഒരു വീട് വെച്ച് അദ്ദേഹം സൈലൻസ്, എൻ്റെ ഫാമിലി മൊത്തം സൈലൻസ് ചെയ്തു. ഞാൻ ആ വീടിന് തറക്കല്ലിൽ നിന്ന് പോയതാണ്. When my case came up before the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court on 2nd July, His Lordship asked me whether I can implead any specific cases and specific hospitals. I have decided to implead 2 hospitals. One is one of my friends asked me, do you not fear your life? The openers are so powerful. Cowards die many times before their death. The brave die but once.